Hey, this is Caleb again. So for this video, I thought it would be important to show you how to get into Divi, and not just how to get into it, but actually how to go into the site and change the text, change the images, change some colors, change some sizings. Just give you a quick crash course in Divi editing so that you'll be able to maintain your site yourself. Or you can call me if you need it, but here's some things you can do yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and start as if you've logged in and you're in the back end. And simply we're going to go to the front end, but the important part is you have to be logged in. You see, if you're logged in, when you go to the front end, you'll see enable visual builder, but if you're not logged in, well, let's just say you won't see this bar, neither will any of your visitors, right? So there are a lot of places where you can use Divi, but one of the most influential parts is on the front end visual builder. So I'm going to go ahead and click enable visual builder, and we're going to see a drag and drop style builder pop up. Okay, so three main components: the blue row, the green section, and then the gray module. Those are the three biggest parts of the Divi builder. Everything is made up of those three. So really quickly, one of the edits you had for me was to change this text from, I believe it was like something about how to find a house, to inefficient pursuits. Well, simply, I click on it and type it in. Just that quick. Same thing for this. And then the button is actually a little bit different, but same thing over here, same thing over here. So to edit an actual button text, something you can't click on like a regular text block, if you ever have trouble, click on something you don't want to edit. So I'm going to click on this down here, and then I'm going to hover over the section, and I'm going to click that gray box, the little gear icon. Call to action settings popped up. Okay, so I can see inefficient pursuits. This is where the title is pulling from. So if I were to change it here, it would also change there as if I was typing it. But here I see my button. So this is text, button, this is button text. Sign up for my newsletter. Yep, that's the right spot. If I were to type more words here, they would show up. So that's exactly how you'd edit that button text. Now, I changed the button color for you because I thought it would look a little better like this, but I want to show you how to get to that. So just like I said, if you want to edit something and you can't directly click on it to change it, you want to go to the settings of that element. That for this time, it's a module. So we're going to click the settings, and I'm going to close just this little text editor, right? Okay, I'm in content tab right now, but what I want to do is not really add content. It's more about design and styling. So I'm going to go to the design tab. Okay, now I want to find button. I'm using custom styles for buttons. So here I can increase the text size. Here I can change the text color of the button. I want to keep it white for right now, but here's where I would change that background color to what have you, right? And you'll notice that, so there's an orange outline around it, but the background color has been changed. So let's keep scrolling, and we'll see that we actually have a button border color too, which we can change with the click of a button, just like that. Okay, now when I'm done, I'm going to click this green check mark right now. Let's just like save or publish. But since I don't want these changes in, I'm going to go ahead and click X, and it cuts them out completely. Okay, let's scroll down and do a little bit more. These icons, I know you had a lot to say about these icons, and I think we've got them right now, but if not, definitely let me know. Here's where I changed all those titles for you. Here's where I changed all that text, and again, we're in the content tab. So if anything doesn't have to do with content, let's say maybe this dark blue background color of the icon, I'm going to go to design. Yep. And then right here, circle color is where you see that blue. Now, if we wanted to change the icon color, we could do that right here, so on and so on. I'm going to exit, but you would save if you wanted to keep that. Okay, so when we change things and we want to keep them, you click this purple dot down here. This opens up a new interface, and I'm going to click save. And now then I would click exit visual builder, and the process would be complete. So now we have all those changes that we wanted saved, and we did all of our editing. I'm going to go back in right now to show you a little bit something more about the Divi editor that I think is incredibly useful. I'm going to go to this purple dot down here. And over here on the left, you see three screens. You see a desktop, a tablet, and a mobile. I'm going to go ahead and click it to mobile and see, oh, okay. So mobile view looks kind of good. Oh, so we need to create some spacing right here in between those. Let's see what else. The blogs look good. The bottom looks good. That looks a little weird down there. We can fix that up. But you can see here a very quick look at your mobile styling, and I don't suggest you doing what I'm about to do because it can get complicated in some instances. But I'm going to go ahead and create some space by dragging and dropping and show you that you can literally drag and drop these elements across the site. So right here, I'm just going to drag this down, create a little space between there. Okay, that looks good. And then here, do it again. And you notice that I'm getting the button box. Wherever you apply the styling in the previous instance, you want to keep it as most consistent, uniform as you can. So I'm going to find the exact way I did that. Oh, that's not right. Anything you do and it's not right, like I just added and made that button a little longer. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make the space between it longer. Anytime you do that, just click off and hit Control Z, and you'll go right back to what you needed. Okay, so I gotta find, this is the one I want. Drag a little space, bam. Now we look better on mobile. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and save because I want to keep those edits. Those are actually really good for the site. And then I'm gonna click Exit Visual Builder. All right. Let's go ahead and show you one more thing I think will be incredibly important for you. I'm going to go to your category blog pages. And so what these are basically, this is a page, not a post, that has a header, and then it calls in your blog posts by category. Okay, so I'm going to click Enable Visual Builder. This is important to show you how to call the categories you want to show up where they want to show up. So as you'll notice, as I hover over this, these three posts are all one single module. I'm going to click Edit, and I see a lot of settings. This can get confusing, and I recommend staying away from a lot of these because they can get complicated and you can mess up and not know you've messed up, right? But to show you specifically, I want to show included categories. Now we're on the page that says From Our Bookshelf, so I would want the From Our Bookshelf category to show up and nothing else. Right now, because we only have dummy blog articles as your blogs, so we can just show how they would look if you had content already loaded in, so we can style the pictures, style the, we have it all prepared. We go ahead and we do dummy, right? And we do all categories so that they can show up and look good, right? But later, once we have content that's actually correct and in uniform with the site, we'll want to change this because it's the From Our Bookshelf page. We don't want all categories showing up here. We only want From Our Bookshelf showing up here. And then we'll click and save that. For right now, we're just going to leave it for test purposes, but this is how you select what category you want to display when these blogs pull. Okay? And that is really quick. Oh, one more thing I want to show you. Let's get out of here. I don't want to save any of those changes. Another thing I want to show you is over here you have another whole suite of Divi settings. So you go in the back end and you click on Divi itself, and it'll bring you to all these. Here are very, very default options. I've gone ahead and set all of these for you. You don't really need to play with them, but I wanted to show you that they're here anyway. So if you ever do change your logo, all you have to do is come right here, logo. Okay, let's upload a new logo. Pick what you want it to be and set as logo. I don't want to change ours right now. I like the one we have. If you want a fixed navigation, here would be that. A couple other things, settings you won't really touch are back here. If you do need some of this, you might as well go ahead and ask me. I won't include all of these in the video. I just want to show you that they're here. And that is about it. I'm going to save these changes in case I messed anything up. And back to the front end. And that is how you use the Divi builder. I'll show you one more view just for your complete knowledge of the builder. Let's say that for some reason these rows you can't click on what you want to click on, or maybe you can't move stuff. Sometimes the builder gets stuck, and like when you want to move a row somewhere, it doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. So in that instance, you can click the purple dot down here when you're in the visual builder, and you click this little icon over here, and it takes you to wireframe view, and that breaks everything in a really clear and concise row section modules. So if you need to drag and drop something on a high level around, you can do it here much more easily than you can do on the visual front end, right? So I'm going to click us back, and we're right back where we started. All right. If you have any more questions on Divi, comment down below, and I'll create a new video for you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.